What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Red Devil Circle. Just wanted to come up here and quickly drop my season predictions. Obviously, the season's already started, so it's a bit of a late prediction, but I did this on purpose because I just want to get a feel of what the teams have been doing over the break, and I just wanted to see how well they've prepared and the signings and how strong they've come to take on the rest of the teams in the Premier League. So I think I've got a feel of what it's going to look like. Obviously, the table is not going to look the same towards the end of the season, but I think I could safely try and make some predictions here and maybe come back and laugh about it. Right? So yeah, let's see how this goes. Um, in first position, I'll put Man City up there. I don't know who wouldn't, because they're the juggernauts of football right now, and they just seem to find a way to win. And that win at Sevilla just is just one of the against Sevilla. I mean, is just one of the examples of how they just find a way to win, right? And even when they don't play well, even when the football doesn't look as great, they just find a way. And there's some players who've left, right, and the signing of Kovacic, I think he's gonna need a bit of time to blend in, just like how Grealish was. But he's also a brilliant and a smart footballer, so I don't think he's gonna take as much time as Grealish to just blend into the team. But I think he'll do well for them, and it's just left for us to. It's just I guess we'll see how they do in the Premier League this season, but I think it's gonna be uh, the same results. They're gonna find a way to win, and they're gonna be top of the table again. In second position, I'm gonna put Chelsea in there. I think that's gonna be a surprise to most people, but with the signings they've made, and they also have a good coach. They have a good coaching staff. I think Poch is coming with a lot of fire in him from what I've seen in preseason games to write a lot of runs and really just push the standards. I think they'll do well. I'll put them in second position without a doubt. They made some brilliant signings and they're playing a good brand of football now. It's good to watch. It's easy on the eyes to watch. Yeah, I'm excited to see how they do and how they compete with the top six. All right. I forgot to say, but this will be a top six prediction, nothing further than that, because I don't really care what happens in the bottom of the table. But yeah. So Chelsea is second. Third position will be Arsenal. I think they won't get as much points as they got last season. But also they wouldn't be competing for the title. I I believe that was just kind of a one-off that last season, but they're still a good team. They still got good players. You can't write them off. But I think they'll settle in for third position. Um, the point tally will probably be quite close, but I think they'll settle in for third position. And fourth position, I'll put it's kind of between Manchester United or Newcastle, but I'll go with Newcastle because we seem to be doing some silly stuff in the transfer window right now. We're not we're not going we're not going like deep into it. We're not assessing the problems we have. We're not taking care of the problems we had, and that's gonna bite us in the ass. Um, Especially if the window closes and we haven't still acted on that. We still lacking we're still lacking physicality in the midfield. Um, we're still lacking structure, and we're not able to we're not able to attack well as a team, and we need a midfielder, we need a striker. There's a lot of things going on that needs to be addressed. So um, I'll say Newcastle in fourth position, and we might, cause we have a good manager. Manchester United might come in fifth position, and yeah, let's see how that goes, right? But in sixth position, then I'll put Liverpool there. They've made some good signings, especially the guy from Stuttgart. I think it's Endo or something. Um, he's a good addition to the team. He was very good in Bundesliga, but let's see, right? Let's see how Klopp takes on the challenge for this season, because he didn't get a lot of his signings that he would have wanted. But also, I think he's going to come under a lot of pressure. He might even get sacked. Well, that's my prediction. I think he's going to come in sixth position this season, because there's a lot of competition right now in the top six, and you could say top seven. Add Aston Villa there and whatnot. The whole Premier League is just going to be very competitive. A lot of teams have made a lot of good signings, and you can't write this one off, guys. It's going to be very hard to predict this one. Even I might have gotten most of that wrong. Well, let's see how it goes, right? That's my top six. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And quickly, I'm going to talk about the Mason Greenwood situation. Obviously, there was reports yesterday. The club came out with an official statement saying that we shouldn't really listen to what the media is putting out there. No decision has been made yet, and it's a tough decision, and it needs time. Like pretty much, it needs time. And what I'm gonna say is they're just stalling, and I think at this point we know that they want to keep him, right, and they're just stalling, and I don't understand why they wouldn't just put it out there. But also, I think it's very disrespectful to the female fans and to the women's team and to everyone, to all the fans. Like you can't ignore the evidence that's been put out there, which hasn't been debunked. No one has come out and say it's wrong what's been put out there. So yeah, in my judgment, obviously it's in the hands of public opinion, and I think that there's enough evidence out there to say that he did it, right? And I'm not a judge or whatever, jury or whatnot, but the way things went and the way they just evaded going to court, that it's so fishy, right? The decision they made to also have a baby is so cynical, and I think there's something behind the scenes that maybe a family decision they took, but still it it doesn't make what he did right, and it's very disrespectful to bring him back to the club. I think he should have been kicked out. He I wish him the best in a club that's not Manchester United. Um, Even just to say wishing someone like that the best is very hard to say, because I mean we all make mistakes, but you know I don't think we should keep such a profile of a player in a club like Manchester United with such a history. Um, he might be a generational talent like I've spoken about in my past video, but he he can go try that somewhere else. This is not the club for him, and we, the fact that our board just ignores that just shows you the real current problems of the club, unable to make good decisions and whatnot, right? But yeah, I think he should have been left out of the squad. He should have been kicked out or sold to someone else who would want to make use of such a player. Well, yeah, that's what I think about it. I don't understand people that want to keep him in the club. I just gotta say that quickly. Like, what's your thought process? Don't you have a mother? Don't you have sisters? Don't you have a kid that's a girl? Like, what are you thinking? Like, the fact that you have relatives that are close to you that are women, and you see it you you see something come out about a player, and you see something come out about a player that's one of us doing something like that. I don't think we should condone such behaviors, and I think it should be booted out of the club. But whatever the club decides to do, it's in their hands, obviously, and they're gonna dance to the music on how the fans are gonna react with that. But yeah, let's see how it goes, guys. But that's my season prediction and a little quick update on the Greenwood situation. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like. Remember to subscribe. Help the channel out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next.